We're going to go ahead and get into our segment, Facts and Opinions. And this is more so a question or a debate, rather. Is 400 years of slavery a choice? And I'm going to go ahead and let you kick that off, Kim.
It absolutely is not a choice. And that's crazy to even say something like that, because then you're putting that on us. You're taking away the fact that they are fucking savages, the way they did people, the rape, the murder, the lynching, the just pure savagery that went on to my people. Like, to me, you're taking that away from them. Like, they still need to deal with the fact. They still haven't dealt with that yet. Like, they're not dealing with the fact that they just was on some savage shit and was killing people, and it's institutionalized, and that's the way this country was built, on those.
In war, you always have casualties, and that's something that I have posted several times on social media this week, and I just feel like that's just shit that goes on with anything that you do, you know.
So we're
in
just
the
the casualties, you think?
We've had casualties. I didn't say we are the casualties, but we have had casualties, and Martin Luther King, Malcolm X included.
Go ahead.
And the reason why I say that,
the
reason why I feel like it was a choice, because I feel like after a certain amount of time, you adapt. You adapt to your environment. You see certain shit, and you should be able to look at your surroundings and understand if something not right, and be able to decide, like, you know what, even if this is a life or death situation, I'm gonna try. You have to try. There's no you can't, or we could not have made a choice. You had to have tried.
So
at
all
some
the
point.
slave revolts,
Whether it was a fail up, well, so if you fail at your job at doing a task your manager gave you 5 times, are you gonna continue to say, you know what, I can't do it? I can't do it. Are you gonna keep trying?
What were you gonna say? Because I don't get.
I was like, we're not taking away like the savagery of slavery. Like, you can't. I mean, it's engraved in stone, but there wasn't like no gun line at a certain point. Like,
There's what?
No gun line. Like, there was no fences. Like, you was going to sleep not chained up. You know, master living in a house with just him and his family. He got 50 slaves. Like, at what point does, I could do this set in?
It's set in thousands of times. It's set in with Nat Turner. It's set in with, like, all the people that was a part of the Underground Railroad. It's set in with the people that we heard about and the people that we still don't know about, because there's no history of those people. We're still going through it. Which y'all, I mean, this is what people don't. They want you and your whole people to be extinct. They want to wipe you off the planet. The fact that we're still here is not a part of their plan.
They don't want us white, though, because we do their work. We do their work. We have done their work. So we pick their cotton. We raised their crop.
That
so,
died.
So how do they
would
want us to
rather have died than to have gone through slavery? People that jumped off the boats, people that just committed suicide. Like, we are a sign of the resistance. The fact that we're still here, they don't want us here. You know what I'm saying?
But you said the Underground Railroad, right? That's like Harriet Tubman. When Harriet Tubman made her choice to run away,
and all those people ran away,
she could have chose to be like, you know what, I'm free. Fuck it.
Exactly.
She kept going. Back. She made a choice to go back.
Yes.
And she gave them a choice. Either you gonna fucking come, or you gonna stay your
ass
here.
Some came.
You see what I'm saying?
But the people that left were fighting for the people that stayed still.
And I agree with that. I do believe some people stayed.
So he's not wrong in saying it's a choice. I guess people wanted to hear him say it's still savagery.
Okay, we didn't say who. Kanye, right? Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Kanye, yeah. Like, I guess people wanted him to say, like, it was still wrong and it shouldn't have happened. And the ones that did, like, leave, they made the choice to leave.
Well, I think it's like, you know, he's gotten out of it. Like, doesn't identify with it anymore. I think that it just showed a lot of where he is mentally, and that's why people are like, yo, he on some different shit, and people just cut him off.
You can't say that, because look how he went at the fashion industry for not trying to let him in. He still deal with it on his level.
Why are you trying to get in? Why didn't you start your own shit like everybody
That's
else
basically what he had to do.
That's what he's doing.
No, Kanye, on that interview, all he did the whole time was act like a little brat, and he showed how petty he is by what he's done. Obama didn't speak to me. Oh, now I'm supporting Donald Trump. The fashion industry, Louis Vuitton, they wouldn't let me do this. Okay, well, now I'm doing that. Like, you're just being spiteful because they won't let you in. Why do you need to get in with them? That's why he's having identity disorder.
But guess what he did? He made a choice. to pave his own way. When he realized they didn't let him in, he made a choice to create his own path.
But he's still bitter. That's all he talked about that whole time was about how they're not letting him in.
Sometimes, but listen, bitterness, angriness, the cause of death, all of that put something inside of you to make a choice. And that's something that we had to go through. We had to watch people die. We had to watch people go off those boats, commit suicide. We had to watch our women get raped. We had to watch our children die. We had to, for us to make a choice. That's why I said 400 years. After you see that for a certain amount of time, you going to tell yourself, I can't put up with this shit no more. I done saw my mama go through this. I done saw my grandma go through this.
But guess what? We're still going through it.
In a sense, but it's not as bad as it was 400 years ago.
But still, we're still dealing with.
Let me ask you this, Kim, as a woman, and this is completely different than this situation. But if a woman decides to stay in an abusive relationship, is that her choice?
I was just thinking about that this week.
But if it has to be, you stay in this abusive relationship or you die. What do you? I mean, it's different. That's like it's different.
Thing,
so
it
you
could
rather
lead to
die?
death.
Slavery,
it could lead to death.
If you leave, you got the chance. You know, you might die from.
I was thinking about that earlier this week. A lot of women stay in abusive relationships, and they have the freedom and choice to leave.
You have to decide, and this is basically what we still go through now. You either die. You have to be willing to die for the cause. You have to be willing to die for the cause, like Colin Kaepernick.
How many people
his career is dead.
What they believe in? That's the thing. A lot of people, not even white, black, all
yes,
races.
Yes.
People got to be willing to die for what they believe in to get out of this mental slavery.
But that's right.
Absolutely.
Now it's mental, right? But that's what I always say. Like we want everything, but we don't want to give up anything to get it. And that's what, Colin Kaepernick, his career had to die for the cause. But you're going to hear about this. Okay, maybe I won't play football anymore. But you're going to always have to talk about why.
But there's also a casualty with that, too. He not in there alone. Eric Reed going through the same thing. A team won't sign him because that's his homeboy.
And you know what the NFL owners are doing now? They're going on like a PR tour, being seen out with like black celebrities, trying to make it seem like, oh, you know, we are down with the black folks.
But Robert Kraft, the Patriots owner, he been doing that though. I can't speak for the rest of them, but I know Robert Kraft been doing that with the players. As much as I hate the Patriots.
So instead of them doing something about it, like really implementing some changes and going to the.
But you got to think too at the same time. Shit, they willing to die to keep their money coming in. If their money still coming in, they like, we not about to change something because just to make somebody happy. My family's still getting fed. So why do I have to change my model? Once it starts really affecting their pockets, you're going to see it as a businessman, they going to make, they doing business.
Okay, so they're still playing chess with us. When are we going to be like, no?
When are we going to learn how to play chess?
Right.
And not checkers.
Right.
Well, we got to learn how to play chess. And
right, because y'all still watch football.
Yeah,
Who? We do. I don't.
But you know, we don't spend the most money in football. White people still spend more money than us because the stadiums is filled with white people.
To me, it just seems like, but we still rocking their shit. Like, we are like walking billboards for corporate America. That's what they see us as. They see us as money makers. Who's influential for the black people? Who's gonna make them buy shit?
Because
that's
we
why
always
they
wanted to be like them. Even we always like.
That's what I'm saying about Kanye. Like, why are you not important unless you have a European person's name on you?
On the simple fact,
a lot of us.
Why have black women started relaxing their hair? Just on the simple fact, forget Kanye. Let's go back to when black women started relaxing their hair. When black women and black families started to act all classy. Like we could not talk about Kanye.
No, period. Right.
So it's like,
why is it that we don't feel like we're doing anything until we move into their neighborhood? But when we get there, they start making all these laws and shit that, you know, put us. We
struggle with self-identity. The majority of the community struggle with self-identity,
and that's where we have to make a choice.
It's coming from you being the race of people that was enslaved. That's, I guess, for people that's hard to deal with. And so they don't want to identify with that because then that makes them superior. So that's why white supremacy and that whole idea still drives a lot of decisions that are made in the government.
I don't think we're ever going to be equal. I even know, you know, like my cousin was telling me, talking about the pigmen and about people that's darker was closer to the equator. Like, I done heard all of it this whole week. I done been called stupid, everything. At the end of the day, the way I look at it, us as blacks, we're never going to be as equal as whites.
See,
and we have to make a choice. We have to make a choice. We have to make a choice to have our own. We have to stand together. And this is something that me and you done talked about several times. okay, we're not in slavery no more. Yes, we're still dealing with this shit, but if it took 400 years for us to completely get out of slavery, then it's going to take. It may take that much. It may take that much time for us to get past the point that we're going through now, where we're still dealing with the effects.
So what do we do that does not? Yeah.
Accept. We accept each other. White people, bad, good, and indifferent, they accept each other. We shouldn't, like, I believe it'll hurt them more if we wouldn't have ever, if the black community wouldn't have backlash at Kanye and just accept it, like, okay, that's Kanye. We're gonna let Kanye be Kanye. Just like GT got goals. He won't wear goals. Let him, you got your hair like that. I cut my beard. We just need to start accepting and stop disagreeing. And then when we disagree, they jump on the disagreement bandwagon because they accept.
Everybody. Right.
You can't
good,
tell them.
Good, bad, or indifferent. If a rock star is on drugs, okay, we still.
Harvey Weinstein, all them years, they accept
Charlie Sheen.
Except
he has HIV.
We struggle with accepting our own. And that's why for me, it's like Kanye said what Kanye said, but we listen to Kanye music and we know what Kanye gonna say. So we didn't need to accept Kanye. No, he's not mentally ill. He's just being Kanye.
No, he's mentally ill.
He's the drunk uncle.
He's the drunk uncle.
No,
he's being Kanye.
Mentally ill.
But we don't need to say it.
Right.
We don't need to say it.
Right.
Because once we say it,
it's right.
Once we say it, then they jump on the bandwagon, and now everybody gonna start saying
it. See, this is the thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, for me, with him, and not just him, like a lot of people like that, to me, with the identity issue, that's the problem. Like, what can we do or what do we have that is just ours? Like, to me, we do a lot of their shit. Like, we are fully entertained by them and what they give us back that was ours in the first place. Like, some of these TV shows, they just change them around.
The first thing we got to stop doing is being negative towards each other.
Yeah,
like
I saw, man, like, just accept it. Like, hey, that's what you want to do.
Where's our space to be like that with each other, though?
But
we have our space. We got to do it. We got to do it amongst each other.
Social media. We talk about
the majority of.
We were just out the other day at the bar. We was talking about Kanye, and it was a white girl. She said she didn't even know what was going on. So it's like, this shit is only really happening on our timelines and our social media. These white people probably don't really know. They probably know a little bit of what's going on.
No, they know because that's Kim Kardashian's husband. So, she is.
But they don't know to the full extent.
No.
Like, they don't know why we mad. Like,
right.
It's just like, they just probably know.
Right.
Oh, they mad. They just, something else they mad about. You feel me?
We got to accept that. We got that stuff like that. We got to keep in-house. We got to be like, you know what? That's our Kanye.
Exactly. And I feel like people like snooping on him instead of them attacking him on social media. Pick up the
Kanye.
phone like T.I. did. Have a conversation with him. Get a better understanding of what it is he's saying before you try to throw him to the wolves. Like, that's what I didn't agree with. I just feel like that's just like with us. We've had our own internal issues at times, and we don't address that shit in front of other people.
Facts.
We may get on the phone and we may be like, I don't agree with this. Let's handle this way. And that's just us as a black community. Like he said, we have to deal with that shit in house and not for the world to see, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And they slipping up too. You got to think about the white America, white supremacy. They slipping up. You got to look at all the black billionaires and millionaires that's coming up, and look how once they get to that point, how they just go far right real quick. It ain't like they like following this or they playing the gray line to get what they can still get and still benefit us. Like Jay-Z, as much as people want to talk about, he don't do nothing for the black community.
Oh no, he does.
He does a lot,
but he doesn't brag about it.
But
Kanye
that's
does
his
too.
style. So
Kanye
we accept
does too.
Jay-Z's style. But this is Kanye's style. So let's accept Kanye's style. We can't disapprove and approve of one way. Everybody's differently. If everybody gonna say that, right? We all different. So Kanye do it this way, J. Cole do it this way, and Jay-Z do it this way, and Diddy do it that way. And
as long as it's still happening, that's great. As long as we are doing something towards a better understanding of each other, then that's fine. That's all I'm concerned about. That's great. And I mean, I just don't think anything that he said helped us at all.
I look at it, that's just his opinion. I accept it.
So let me ask you a question.
No, but y'all was going hard like, that's true. It is.
But let me ask you a question. All these allegations, remember when all the allegations came out against the African man about him messing with little boys? Mm-hmm. Do you take away what he's done, like his legacy? Do you let that affect his legacy?
I never liked Kanye, so none of this affected me at all. Like I always thought that he was like the smart kid that everybody gives them his homework. Like he helped a lot of people. He made some great songs, but so did a whole bunch of other people. A lot of people made great songs. He didn't do anything. He's no Prince or Michael Jackson. Like he's great. Don't get me wrong. He's made some great songs and he's helped a lot of people's careers. But when he did this, it was no problem for me to just be like, oh, okay. He's always been like that to me. I've said back in 2016 he's the Donald Trump of the black of hip hop, not because of his views, but because of the way he does stuff. Like, you ever go to his Twitter? It's like everything on Donald Trump's Twitter is filled with the lie, like the image. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's totally bought into this image, and it's just not real.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, so we can talk about this all day because this is like really, really crazy, and this like stirred up so many conversations on social media. So hit us up, and if you want to comment, I'll comment back. I'm not gonna turn it off.
Like
I usually just turn it off because I said what I said.
If you want to know the ins and outs of what I said, you can just go to my Facebook page. You know how when you watch a movie,
you're gonna have to filter through all the booty and nasty jokes before you get to something.
You know how when you watch a movie, it don't give you the details. My Facebook page give you the details. Make sure you like the Innovator Black Station Instagram page as well as the Facebook page as well too.
And also Live Hip Hop Daily.
All right.